As we all know, there are different expectations for women and men when it comes to how to process emotions. Women are expected to be sensitive and express their feelings, but men are encouraged not to. Men are conditioned to believe that having emotions or being sensitive goes against their masculinity. So many do not express sadness or hurt, and unfortunately, these emotions can turn into anger and aggressiveness. Furthermore, these cultural norms and gender stereotypes hurt more than they help. Suppressing emotions can take a toll on your mental health. Male empaths should seek to unlearn this toxic behavior in order to become empowered and stand proud in their empathy. According to Judith Orloff in the article Celebrating the Highly Sensitive Man, empathetic men should cherish their empathy. They are path forgers in the new paradigm of the evolved man. Strong and sensitive, intuitive and powerful, they are able to give and receive love without ambivalence, being unavailable, or commitment phobia. The new evolved man is skillful in balancing both masculine and feminine in himself, embodying his full power. Empaths are highly sensitive, finely tuned instruments when it comes to emotions. They feel everything, sometimes to an extreme, and are less apt to intellectualize their feelings. This is particularly challenging for men. That's why it is so important for sensitive men to let go of stereotypes and learn to embrace their gifts. I understand how hurtful the negative messages about being overly sensitive can feel. Also, how easy it is to get overwhelmed by excessive stimuli in the world. The great beauty of male empaths is that they can feel where you're coming from. A man's empathy allows him to love more fully and be more committed in a loving relationship. But empathic men must nurture their sensitivities while also grounding themselves in their power and setting boundaries with negative people so they aren't drained. As one empath to another, I want to legitimize your sensitivity so you don't think you're losing your mind. To maintain resolve in an emotionally coarse world, empaths must have enough self-knowledge to clearly articulate their needs. Staying on top of empathy will improve your self-care and relationships. For a male empath to be comfortable in his own skin, it is important to find the right mix of intellect, feeling, and grounding. In this article, Dr. Orloff also lists some exercises from her book, Emotional Freedom, to help you achieve balance. Enlist your intellect. When you're emotionally wrung out or suspect you've taken on someone else's distress, think things through to counter anxiety. Use both positive self-talk and logic to get grounded. Repeat this mantra. It is not my job to take on the emotions of others. I can be loving without doing so. Allow quiet time to emotionally decompress. Get in the habit of taking calming mini breaks throughout the day. Breathe in some fresh air, stretch, take a short walk. These interludes will reduce the excessive stimulation of going nonstop. Practice Guerilla meditation. To counter emotional overload, act fast and meditate for a few minutes. Find a private place to close your eyes. Do two things while meditating. First, keep exhaling pent-up negative emotions, loneliness, worry, and more. Feel them dissipate with each breath. Second, put your hand over your heart and visualize loving kindness permeating from you head to toe. These actions will quickly relax you. Define and honor your empathic needs. Safeguard your sensitivities. In a calm, collected moment, make a list of your top 5 most emotionally stressful situations, then formulate a plan for handling them so you don't fumble in the moment. For example, if your comfort level is 3 hours max for socializing, even if you adore the people, take your own car, or have an alternate transportation plan so you're not stranded. Carve out a private space at home. Then you won't be stricken by the feeling of too much togetherness. When empathic men can learn to develop their sensitivities and ward off negativity, they will be more alive, more loving, more creative. With pragmatic strategies to cope, empaths can feel safer and their sensitivity talents can flourish. It is very acceptable and important to understand and share what you're feeling inside instead of bottling up emotions and not dealing with how you're feeling, as both of these options will not be healthy for you or anyone around you. Yes, you are extremely sensitive. So what? This does not make you any less of a man. If anything, it makes you more of a man to deal with what's in front of you instead of running from it. Male empaths cannot function well from ego due to being so sensitive, emotional, and misunderstood. When in harmony with your emotions and feelings, you can tune your precognitions and conceptions for what is good to what is bad for you. As that deep feeling within each one of you is to protect, this is a valuable emotion. Protect yourself, and this will lead you to nurture that craving to protect others. It is not an easy path, but one you must understand yourself before you can others. To pave the road to peace, mind, body, and soul, you must accept, maintain, and respect who you are and your gifts.